Hello, high flyers. Back again with my little fishies in the background, just swimming around. A little joke for you. I hope y'all are having a wonderful morning, or afternoon, or evening, whatever's going on in your neck of the woods tonight or today. I want to let you know that I love you, and I'm here to help y'all with your anxiety. Are any of y'all having problems overthinking a lot of things lately? I know a lot of my friends have been coming to me with this and been asking me to address this for a while, so I hope this video really helps a lot of people. I'm sorry, I got my headphones in, people, because believe it or not, my phone is definitely cracked to all hell and back, but it still works enough to do my purpose. So I'm still here for you guys. Anyways, getting back on track. Anxiety affects a lot of people, and I honestly don't care who you say you are. Everyone has anxiety. Even your favorite idols and celebrities who go out on that basketball court, sit there, do their little shake and bakes and all that, they have a lot of anxiety with performing in the game. All your artists that you sit there listen to, rapping, singing, country, whatever it is, all of them get on stage and they have just as much anxiety as you probably would stepping on the stage. And a lot of artists have even admit that it never goes away. It just kind of becomes a part of it. Well, if you're anything like me, I tend to have a lot of love and affection towards my family, my relationships, um, pretty much towards anything I do in life. I have a passion, and when I fail at something or I feel I didn't do something as well as I would have liked to do it, I tend to kick my ass a lot by overthinking. That anxiety sets in like, well, what if I could have done that better? If I don't do it like this, I just can't do it, right? And it ends up making me shut down, isolate, and or just feel not good enough. And I've learned that how you talk to yourself really matters, high flyers. If you ever feel so stressed out in the situation, whether it be an altercation with a friend, a disagreement with a girlfriend, your mom says take out the trash and you just had a bad day and that's the damn candle wick on the ice cream cone, if you will. Ask yourself to breathe deeply. It's simple. It's called shamanic breath work. Imagine it as waves per se on the ocean. Breathe with me, high flyers. This is going to help you to come back to your center, aka calm. We're dandy here, right? So say we lose our grip, we're angry, we're stressed out, we're frustrated, we're upset. I want you to simply make your mouth into a small O, like this, like a Cheerio, if you will. And then breathe in slowly. And then let the wave crash. One more. And you'll find yourself immediately calm. And when you're calm, high flyers, let's be honest, we think a lot clearly. When we're angry in the moment, sometimes we project. The whole time we have a bad day, Mom. Ain't got nothing to do with you telling me take the trash out, but I'm over here. Well, Mom, you know what? I don't feel like taking the trash out, and I'm gonna take it out later. You feel bad afterward, right? Though, don't you, high fly? Remember, speak gently to your mothers, because they are typically your best friends, and they're not always there. Side note. But understand it's not just with moms, it's with everyone. You could be your girlfriend, your friend down the road, your neighbor even. Sometimes when we get upset, it's a lot to take in, and we find ourselves getting stuck. And we end up being someone we're not. We get taken out of character because we're not admitting that we're stressed out. We're not admitting that we're overwhelmed, or again, anxiety has set in and we are stressed out. Now, another thing that I'm going to address in another video is ways you can use and tactics to take that'll help you stop overthinking so much. Learn that you are not your thoughts, people. You are the observer of them. So it's your choice. If you have what they call a monkey mind, which typically happens to a lot of empaths out here, y'all feel so many different people's emotions. It's hard to tell theirs from yours, but I ask yourself, when you're feeling something, ask yourself, do you have a reason to feel it? If you find yourself in your heart space knowing you have no reason to feel it, then it's probably someone else's feelings around you, honestly. Then you let your intuition guide you to the rest. It's hard being empaths because we tend to absorb other people's emotions. We're there for them. We want them to feel better because we know what it's like to feel that way and be alone. So when you're going out of your way to help these people, understand it's important for you to breathe every day. And at the end of your day, when you have absorbed all these mixed emotions, sometimes it's hard to process them. And you might not even know what you need to process. So I tell you to breathe. You got the shamanic breath work. Again, we just did that. Now, if you're overthinking, right, which we all do a lot, breath work can help with that. You can't focus on two things at one time. Now, mind you, if you are stressed out, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. You're focusing on a thought that brings you there. If there's nothing you can do about it, I implore you and beg you to sit there and stop baiting yourself up, mates. You can't just do it like that. If there's nothing you can do about it, then why worry? Worry about what you can fix right now. And then less about what you can't. Get to where you can get to it and then worry about it. Till then, worry about the steps you need to take to get there. You're capable. You've been through so much, high flyers, and you sell yourself so short. You act like nothing you do is ever good enough. I want to tell you that you are good enough for me right now in this moment, and I wouldn't change it to save my life. Because who you are got you this far, and to me, that's beautiful. That will always be beautiful. And I will always show pride in every human being I come across that's still here, fighting a good fight. Life is not easy, high flyers. And whoever told you that was lying to you. Life is very difficult, but it's not as difficult as we make it. We tend to stop ourselves because fear tells us we'll never achieve it or we're not good enough to be in this position. But that's the devil, and the devil is the best at lies, people. That's all he's good at, lies. He's a good liar. But what's the truth? What do you feel in your heart? Because I want you to know that if you don't feel in your heart that you are capable of doing whatever you put your mind to, I want you to look again. And I want you to continue looking until you remember who you really are. So much we lose sight. We become this rugged, rigid, closed up version of ourselves because we had to become this outer shell, if you will, because the world has showed us why we had to protect who we were on the inside. I ask that you take the lessons that has shown you and be yourself. Once you start being yourself and openly, unapologetically love your weird, wacky, inflatable, whatever you want to call it, man. I don't know. I'm trying to make a joke here. I'm not really good at it, but bear with me. Love your weird, wacky, inflatable arm man, right? Because who you are got you this far. And it's okay to sit there and people sit there, look at you. They might call you crazy. They might call you stupid. Do you know who you are? And that's all that matters. Don't look for, again, adoration and someone to validate who you are. Because if you do, if you haven't learned it yet, man will always let you down. You got to be your own validation. Because there are things inside of you that you can do that no one else can. And as long as you believe it, that's all that matters. Just keep showing them. Don't speak it. You ain't got to talk about it. Learn to be about it. And that kind of shuts them out. Everyone's capable of doing such amazing things. All my friends have their own little nicks and niches. And I just love learning from them every day. They have taught me so much about myself, so much about people in general, how to tap into so many abilities with that intuition that are just almost scary at times once you learn how to hone your sixth sense. And we all got it. Some people are born with a little bit more attention to it. I guess you could say they're more blessed with the gift of the easy street, which is still never easy, let me tell you that. But it's a gift, it's a blessing. And don't ever forget that gift and blessing just because someone says, you can't do it. You're not good at it. Or you're lying. Some people like to live in their own reality, and to those narcissistic people or unopen-minded people, to each his own. I judge not anyone. I accept anyone's mindsets, their religions, their views, their perspectives openly, honestly. I don't always get behind them, but to each his own. I judge not others. The one who accepts all truths is the one closest to the real truth. Once we learn to stop being so judgmental creatures we are, maybe then you'll learn to have less anxiety. See, so much we don't want to be judged, and that's why anxiety goes up. We start pretending to be what we feel we need to be to fit in. I want to fit in where I get in, high flyers, period, respectfully. And yes, I am a little different. God made me this way. They asked me how I do it, I said, God taught me. They asked me how I got through it, I said, God brought me. They asked me how I know what to say in any moment, I said, God speaking to you. It said, God was first the Word, and then the Word embodied man and became flesh. See, God is in every single one of you, high flyers. And that's why you're with me. Y'all already know this. When you're speaking to your friends and you're saying some things that maybe you should probably get behind yourself, that's God. When you're going through some hardships and you wake up and you hear a song you ain't never heard, but it reminds you to keep going, that's God. When you're tired and weary and that anxiety sets in, I want you to pray. Because see, God's not something you can necessarily see. I don't know, someday you close your eyes, you can see. But I promise you this, God is definitely something you can feel. But you must seek ye your own relationship. God has helped me with my anxiety a lot. I find myself stuck a many a days, high flyers, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I get stuck. And say, I don't want to do this anymore. It's a little crazy in my life right now. This is draining. I can't do it. It's too much. Do I quit? No, because God don't let me quit. God won't let me quit because if I quit on you, I quit on myself. High flyers, and we ain't doing that. We ain't got time for that. I love myself too much, and I love y'all too much, respectfully. And again, I apologize for being gone for so long. But I would not be this amazing person you see right now in front of you, here to help you. Back on it. Back on it. We're strong, baby. Came a long way. And I've got so much more to share with you. Now, if you're struggling with anxiety, I'm going to make another video on things you can do and specific breath works that can really help you if you're having an anxiety or panic attack. We all do it, high flyers. But until I make that video, I'm still here for you. Loving the fish in the background. You don't gotta feed them. Easiest pet you ever had, people. Judge me later. I honestly don't care. I love each and every one of you regardless. Hope you have a wonderful night. Hope you wake up and eat some good breakfast. And tell your mother you love her. And if she's gone, my heart goes out to you. Be the person I know you are inside. It's a hard knock life, but God gave it to you for a reason.